Yeah, have you heard of DoNotPay.com? They're that service of AI chatbots who provide legal services via chatbot and an app. And it was initially founded in 2015 to help users contest parking tickets, but it's since expanded, even though the AI chatbots didn't really go to law school. Well, a class action lawsuit has been filed by a Chicago-based law firm, Edelson, and the complaint filed on behalf of a DoNotPay user named Jonathan Faridian claims this. Unfortunately for its customers, DoNotPay is not actually a robot, a lawyer, nor a law firm. DoNotPay does not have a law degree, is not barred in any jurisdiction, and is not supervised by any lawyer. Per the complaint, Faridian believed he'd purchased legal documents from a lawyer that was competent to provide them, but got substandard results. Yeah, the DoNotPay customer had been using the service to draft various legal documents, including demand letters, small claims court filing, and a job discrimination complaint. But unfortunately, this whole self-designated substitute for a lawyer really didn't provide the results that he wanted, leading to the filing of this lawsuit. And if you remember, a few months ago, the founder and CEO, Joshua Browder, he took to Twitter and he had told people, anybody who was arguing before the US Supreme Court, if they would use chatbot, he had offered a lot of money if they would go ahead and use it to argue on their behalf and just put a mic in their ear and listen and then repeat what the chatbot would say in oral argument. No one took him up on that offer, but he's also claiming that still having this AI company provide legal services, it's completely and totally legit. He says that the lawsuit has no merit at all, and he took to Twitter to put out this thread, really discounting this wealthy class action lawyer who brought the suit against him as not wanting competition. This is the tweet from Joshua Browder. I'd say bad news, Jay Edelson, America's richest class action lawyer, is suing my startup DoNotPay in California. Mr. Edelson, who has made billions suing companies, is attacking us for unauthorized practice of law and seeking a court order ending my AI product. Here's my response, placing a screenshot of the cover of his complaint there. Now later in his thread, Browder tweeted that usually the best response would be to stay quiet and settle. Edelson has successfully sued Google, Amazon, and Apple for billions. The New York Times calls him the most feared lawyer in Silicon Valley. But DoNotPay is not going to be bullied by America's richest class action lawyer. And wrapping things up, Browder went on with, finally, while these claims have no merit, we are a startup and things happen. So if you have any customer service issues with DoNotPay and you can't get them resolved through support, my personnel cell is here. Interesting to put that up there. You can call me even at 2 a.m. The fight continues. Well, gosh, I can definitely tell you that this should be an interesting lawsuit. And I probably say that it was set up in some way, because I'm sure this class action lawyer does not want any kind of this competition that could come from AI, as a lot of organizations are seeing these AI companies move into their terrain, whether it's models or photography, or even writing thesis papers and whatnot. And the fact is there's a market there. So shutting down this potential legal avenue is something that I am not shocked by. Alonzo.
Well, Adrienne, I made it through the whole show without calling anybody stupid. So now I'm gonna call this guy stupid, because you went to a robot lawyer and then you come back and say, wait a minute, he doesn't have a law degree? No, it's a robot lawyer. It's a robot lawyer firm. It's AI. They told you that going in. Use it to fight parking tickets or maybe small claims court. You're suing a robot. Good. Let him pay you in whatever currency robots use. No, this is. I know you're a lawyer and I know there are deep legal issues here, but I hope a judge simply says, hey, it said robot lawyer.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong in terms of the whole stupid thing. In part, I have no doubt that this individual had plenty of warning. I'm certain to know that it wasn't a lawyer, wasn't going to be supervised by a lawyer. But even in California, when it comes to class actions, if someone doesn't feel that they're fully informed, which the judge could possibly make that determination, that there wasn't a sufficient warning, that there was some misrepresentation on behalf of the company, the organization, the entity, then they could potentially face significant fines or fees to get right. And the thing is, I think what's going on here is, again, you're gonna have a large attorney wanting to shut down this AI company because it could encroach upon legal opportunities for many in the legal field.
As a lawyer, isn't this also a thing of he's hoping they settle out of court and you just get some money?
I would actually say probably not, and this is why. No, because again, it's a startup. What kind of money, deep pockets, do you think it really has to offer? Sure, well, probably has insurance. Money in
Silicon Valley Bank. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, too soon. But yeah, no, it's a startup. It doesn't have much money, which is what tells me that you're not going to be diving into deep pockets here. What you're probably more or less looking to do is potentially to shut down DoNotPay, and to essentially get it to not continue doing what it's doing, but another organization or entity is going to pop up. The thing is that class actions are very costly. And I think it'd be very difficult to win, and it would take a lot of time. But the fact that it'd run up a lot of legal fees is probably what the opposition is hoping for, as that's another form of win. Some people sue just because they want you to spend the money, not because they know they're going to win. It's all a matter of what a win is considered in the eyes of the opponent.
Looking for the robot.
I think it would be great in part because I can very much appreciate kind of lowering the bar between the individuals, we the people, and the legal system. The fact is that we as lawyers keep the law written in a very archaic way and have a system of rules in place that are very difficult to navigate, such that you need to hire a lawyer, and the vast majority of people cannot afford those fees and those expenses for quality representation. So if you have an AI ability to give that person access to the law and be able to navigate their society and their issue without having to spend exorbitant amounts of money and also to take out mortgages, I think that is good for society, even if it's not good for the legal community. But then again, those are just my thoughts.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.